Hey, what's happening, guys? You guys online? Had a bit of a accident there yesterday and ended up in the hospital. I'm here today. Spent the night last night here at the hospital, and I'm watching the world's the world's worst movie in history. I don't know what it's called, but sharks are eating everybody in Venice, California. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna see the doctor in about hour or so. I've been here since yesterday. Been here almost the whole day. But I had a, I don't know what it is. It's hey, what's happening? I can actually read the comments today because it's not too light in here. Thanks, man. I'm just in the hospital and pretty bad pain actually. But I was got in last yesterday. Had a bit of a long story, but I'll go into the details here later. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about the importance of friends. Friends are so important, right? Fuck. Yesterday when I took a was it ambulance for the first time in my life. Here's the view outside the room here. Um, I had it was in an ambulance and I could not move. Like I could not move. They couldn't get me in the stretcher because the stretcher was too long for the it was too long for the thanks, man, thank you, for the elevator we had. So I was like bent up and I was in so much pain. I could not even deal. I could not deal. Asian doctors, they don't give much pain medication. They don't give it here. I don't take stuff anyway, but when you're really in pain, it's nice to have something, right? But I just wanted to talk like about you guys and friends and like everything, man. I had such yesterday when I was feeling real down. Like when I was feeling, what was I feeling? I didn't know what to do. I couldn't move. And I could not move. And even if I moved like 1 millimeter, the pain was so great that I just like almost passed out and threw up. So I was like, it was an accident, basically lifting something heavy. Yeah, but it was worse than that. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But anyway, like I felt real alone, and I was laying there in the house. I made it to I stumbled to the house, and I was sitting there and I was thinking like these are the times when like most blue pill guys are like, yeah, I got a family, my wife and family, they're there for me, but when you're single and you don't have that. And although I gotta say, like, well, let me describe this moment first. So I was sitting there and thank you. Man, I can really feel it, man. I tell you, I feel it. Someone says, I can't read the name, but it says you have a huge network of friends, supportive, man. I tell you, I feel it, man. I feel it. And I really appreciate it, guys. I mean, like, seriously. And so yesterday, I just felt alone, and then you start to second guess, just for a moment. And then my friend came in and, like, he was so cool. He took me down here. They called the ambulance, brought me in, and came down with me till last night, till pretty late. A couple friends came with me, and it just made me feel totally differently. I didn't feel any different from the pain, but I felt very different. I'm in what I don't know how to pronounce it, some Javid something hospital. Um, no, no, no. I have no corona, nothing. Yeah, I Oh, dude, yeah. And yeah, if anybody wants to PayPal any money, that would be great. But thank you very much for asking, by the way. That's a nice thing to ask. It's like nice things all happening all over the place. Yesterday, I felt like when I was sitting here and my two friends were here and they stayed, the one guy stayed till like pretty late, and I was just feeling so grateful. And it's amazing how like things can change based on your physical body can change based on other things, right? Like friendship and things like that, right? And that's how I felt last night. I felt like it's gonna be okay. I'm gonna make it. And then last night I got a little bit of sleep, and it was funny because I didn't expect anything good to come out of this. Yesterday I didn't know what I was gonna do. I was freaking out. Um, Freaking out. Uh, you could just send if you want to send. I don't have a link or anything. I never asked for donations, so if anybody wants to send one, it'd be really nice. All you gotta do, I think, if you just go to ronanmigtow@gmail.com, I think you can just use that on PayPal. I'm pretty sure that would be enough. Anyway, that's a nice thing to ask, and I really appreciate it. I mean, just even the sentiment, and if it's like, I tell you, man, life is complicated, but it's very simple at the same time, And friends have always been number one for me, and because I've never wanted to go the family route, And I tell you, I want 3 of the modules I have, like the private modules, are about friends, and I talked about friends a few more times, but I can't tell you guys, like, it just, fuck. I mean, it means it's a difference between life and death, or meeting and no meeting. It really is. Friends, it's like friends that understand, right? Friends that are not clueless. So I'm just thinking about a bunch of stuff. The I'm still getting messages from the guys. Anybody have any questions or anything? I'm just sitting here so I can, whatever. Uh, I don't want to keep telling the story over and over, but basically I'm in the hospital. So yeah. Let's see here. Type of feeling cannot exist in the West. Doesn't breed this type of epiphany. Only in. Let's see. Right. Yeah, feeling loved, man. It's fucking important, man. So important, It's like. Oh yeah, here's the view. There's the view outside. I just had a bunch of brown rice and bananas and stuff. I don't know what else is going on around here. Let's see here. Watching Thai TV. This is like the worst movie in history. The sharks are eating everybody in Venice. I think the sharks had machine guns and chainsaws. Definitely there was a lot of chainsaws going on. And the sharks were eating everybody in the gondolas. I shouldn't laugh, because if I laugh, it hurts so bad. No, don't laugh. Okay, I won't laugh. But let's see, what do we got going on here in the room here? Let's see, that's what's going on there. Thank you, Ralph. Thank you. Yeah, I was just thinking back of just things. Any questions, just hit me with questions, Like, I was thinking back to the summit and, like, all the things we learned. I was going to do a breakdown of that, because everybody learns different things, right? Because we all come from different places, right? And you're so welcome, Ralph. You're so welcome. Yeah, you're so welcome, man. We all need different things. I could see that so clearly at the summit. There was like older guys, younger guys. People had different levels of. They got you. No, they wanted to put an IV in me. I told them no. They wanted to give me a shot. I didn't want that. So. Okay. Well, here's the first question. What's your take on the quality of life of Australia versus where is it? Versus USA? I was kind of surprised at, I think, beauty-wise, I think Australia is real beautiful, man. Fuck, it is beautiful. Like, to me, there's a lot of stuff. Like, I spent a lot of time in Orange County in LA, right? And everybody talks about Hollywood and all that stuff. And to me, none of that matters. To me, it's all about, like, 5 in the morning, fucking dolphins in the water, and the beautiful sun, things like that. That's what I think. When I think of a country, I don't think of the dumb stuff, So in that sense, Melbourne is just absolutely fucking gorgeous. I mean, the whole peninsula, like below Melbourne, oh man, it's out of control. Out of control. Like, just every beach is like a little bit different, but it's beautiful. Each one is like, some are real long, and some are more rocky, Um, Let's see, what's going on with Ronan Man here? Oh, yeah, you'll see. Let's see, better pick OC Vegas. Which would you pick to live? OC or Vegas? Okay. Okay, let me go back to Australia a little bit. I think it's a real nice place. You know, I mean, I know there's everybody talks about the SJWs and all that, but I tell you, man, I met some good guys down there, and you know, some real fucking good guys. So, you know, for me, that's number one. Like, if I go somewhere, it's not about a building, it's not about an Eiffel Tower. It's much more about the people I meet, you know. And in Australia, I gotta say, I met top quality dudes, top quality dudes. So for me, it was great. Australia was great. So let's see here. Somebody asked me about, just fire away any questions. I'll go ahead and answer them. Let's see. OC in Vegas, what's the difference? Uh, let's see. Vegas is, you know, I was born in the desert. And so I like the desert, you know, I really do. I like getting out there and seeing the sunset, sunrise, and climbing in the mountains and just catching snakes and rocks and finding caves and stuff. I really like, like that's the cool thing about Vegas is it's in the middle of the beautiful desert, you know. So I like that a lot. And there's a ton of good Mexican food, Central American food. So Vegas is pretty good. And it's nice to have the strip, even though I don't gamble. It's nice to have the strip. I've never been a gambler, but it's like something to do. You know what I mean? You can kind of bring when your friends visit. I'll tell you what's good about Vegas. Here's what's good about Vegas, is that people come visit you there, and I like that. Like I'm social, man. I like to live in a place, and Bangkok is like that too. So you know, Tokyo, Bangkok, Shanghai, Vegas, Hollywood. These are kind of places that everybody wants to go, and everybody enjoys going. So I like to be somewhere where the odds are with me. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to be fighting against the tide, where I'm like, say 3 hours out of town, I'm trying to talk people into come to visit me. I want to make it easy to be my friend. I want to make it easy to be with me. You know what I mean? That's the kind of thinking I always have. It's a strategic. In that way, like life just kind of goes easier when you set it up strategically correct, you know, for your personality, right? So that's I would say that Orange County, like I said, beautiful, man, fucking sunsets, sunrises, the weather. Um, let's see, there's a lot of desert too. We used to go hiking Ortega Highway, which is like we'd do like several day hikes in Ortega Highway when I was in high school. So I think Orange County is all right too, you know. I mean, Orange County is a beautiful place, man. I tell you, people are sick these days. They don't understand how cool the world is. They don't notice anymore. Everyone's caught in their head, you know, like, oh, what's on TV? I mean, I got the TV on now, but I haven't even had fucking owned a TV for almost 20 years. I just have it on something to watch while I'm sitting in here. I've only had it for about half an hour. I can't stomach too much. But this one was kind of funny because the sharks are eating everybody, so that's pretty cool. Let's see. Let me go back to some of these messages. I hope I answered your question there. Let's see. Downtown Fremont. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, it's good to cruise around there, you know. Let's see. Can I get a vasectomy without married in Thailand? Vasectomy should be easy. Yeah, no problem. The hospitals are good here. You have to do your research though. Find the best one. Don't just come here and just go to any hospital. Some are quite expensive now, so definitely do your research. What major goals do you want to accomplish at this point in your life? Most men could not even imagine having, let's see, bang so many women in insurance. My goals, I'm not big on goals because I think that a lot of goals are fake. You know what I mean? For me, I kind of get more of a vision of what I want. Sometimes it's not even clear. It's you know what I mean? It's like a foggy movie that I can't quite see, but I feel that's the direction I should be going. Like if it's in sales or if it's traveling or whatever, I might not know exactly what I want, you know. And I like to keep things open just in case. Okay, I'm back on. All right. Thanks, man. Thank you. Ronan Man is a pimp. That's nice. Let's see here. Mind control. No, I control my own mind. No one controls my mind. Kobe. Fuck, I was a huge fan of the Lakers. You know, Kobe was a fucking hard-working guy. You know, I'll tell you one thing about Kobe was a lot of people maybe don't know if you didn't follow him from the beginning, but he was like one of the first guys to almost get taken down by the Me Too movement, the early Me Too, because he had that one girl came in his room, his hotel room, and she claimed something. I don't remember the exact details, something about blowjob or whatever. You know, she was a groupie, and anyway, she almost took him down. You know, but he came back, and then now all these people that supported taking him down, people that I know, like for example, even on my Facebook, and they supported taking Kobe down, and now, 25 years later, when he dies, or 20 years later, then everybody's a big fan of his. I don't like that, you know. I remember shit, man. I remember shit. You know, things are real, man. You support somebody, you support them, you know. None of this fucking trying to take him down and then later on pretending like you're his friend. Like, Kobe's got a lot of fake friends right now, you know. Not that I'm like, you know what I mean? Just because he got famous and he beat those charges, you know. But he beat that situation and he was a good person. So, you know, super sad, fucking super sad. I mean, to me, the saddest thing is his daughter, you know, she was 13. That fucking sucks. That makes me sad. You know, like kids should have a chance, you know, to live their lives, you know. Let's see here. I'm 54. I'll be 55 in like 2 days or something. Let's see here. Go watch basketball animated short. Kobe won on Oscar. Okay, I'll check that out. If you could travel with Asian. If you could travel with Aaron, Rex, or Drinking Dave, which would you pick? Can you guys hear me? Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's buffering. Yeah. Let's see here. What is the thing? Oh yeah, if you could, someone knows me. They asked me if you could travel with Drinking Dave, Rex, or Aaron, which would you travel with? I think Drinking Dave is probably the best traveling guy I've ever traveled with. I literally, I wouldn't want him here now because I'd be laughing so hard. I'd be in insane pain. So I'd prefer somebody else. You know, Drinking Dave, that guy fucking cracks me up, man. He's in Cambodia right now. So he's close by. He's fucking close by. Thanks, early happy birthday. Yeah, thanks, man. Let's see here. Actually the night nurse was quite sweet. In the middle of the night, she came in. She was super sweet. But I can't move, dude. I mean, I'm not. That's the last thing on my mind. But what was I gonna say? Interesting thing about being in the hospital for me, I posted the pictures on Facebook, right? And tons of my old girlfriends sent really fucking sweet messages. Like really, really nice messages. Like just loving messages. And it really was nice too, you know. Girls can be nice too, you know. It's like, fuck. It's strange what happens when you're hurting, you know. What happens, you know. I'm glad I posted the picture because I was kind of embarrassed, you know, because I looked like shit, you know, and I posted a picture but I got a lot of love and a lot of, yeah, it was definitely good. So I would say friendship-wise, Drinking Dave and Aaron. Aaron is a fucking great friend, man. I mean, that guy is fucking gold, man. I mean, solid motherfucking gold, that guy. Let's see, what's next here? Drinking Dave. Happy early birthday. Thank you very much, sir. Yeah, American, Asian American girls. Yeah, they become American, right? Personality-wise, right? Thank you very much. It's a long story. I'll tell you the whole story later. Yeah, what happened. Let's see here. But basically, I'm waiting for the doctor. I don't know what's up. I had an MRI yesterday, and the doctor's going to come in and tell me what's going on today. So I don't know why marriages are doomed. Thanks, man. I worked hard on that one, man. That episode. Let's see. Been there, been single in the hospital, right? Oh, dude, Renato. Oh, yeah, man. Good to see you online, man. Expats are leaving Thailand. People are. But you got to be careful, man, because everybody's like a sheep these days. They just follow each other, you know. Everybody is leaving. Everybody's going. You know, you got to look at it with a very very clear eye, and you got to have very smart friends, and you got to do a lot of research. You know, I still think Thailand is pretty good. It's a good place. You know, so I think that I'll probably stay here. You know, but I don't think that necessarily. You know, sometimes when everybody leaves, that's a good sign that you should go, right? Not that it is, but you know what I'm saying? Like, just be careful. And I'm not, I'm saying that out of love too, because I kind of had the same feeling too, because I kept reading all the posts that all the expats are leaving Thailand. And I was kind of like, ooh, should we leave? You know, should I leave? You know, what the hell? And then I started thinking about, I was talking to my friend and he's like, it's still good here. And I'm like, yeah, you're right, you know. The guys got married. The guy who got million, the guy is doing, he's in China actually. Yeah. I think he's doing okay. Oh, Drinking Dave's fucking great, man. Fuck. I want to go see him in Cambodia. Let's see. What's the latest and worst about Japanese girls? I haven't seen too many around here. It was Chinese New Year's yesterday or the day before, so I went to event with one of the Ronin guys was here in town, and we went to see a big show. It was pretty cool. It was outdoors, but it was a fucking great show actually. And a lot of Japanese girls were there, and talked to some, and we took pictures, and they were all excited because I think for Japanese girls, Chinese New Year is pretty cool. So they were all wearing China dresses, and they were all cracking up. I got a picture of them. They were sweethearts. But no, Japanese girls, they're great, man. Definitely, probably the best girlfriends in the world, I have to say. You know, I think. But you know, of course, it depends on the person, right? Let's see. Oh, thanks, Cougar. Yeah, yeah. Oh, you like the Japanese Society of Video? No way. That was one I didn't know if anybody would like because I tried to like, I thought there was a lot of information that no one's ever said, so I thought I better put it out there. And I think I'm glad. Actually, I'm glad somebody appreciated it. You know, because there was a lot of stuff in there. Moving to Cali, Colombia. All right. Hey, good luck. I heard it's a little bit chilly there in the winter, and the water's cold nearby. But thank you, Michael. Happy birthday. Thank you. I remember a video of yours where you're walking through Thai temple with these stone landmarks like a cemetery. It was profound. Let's see. Thai cemetery. I've walked through. Yeah, it was probably the one on the river over on like Soy 49, off Soy 49. I like that area. If you guys come, we can go there, take a walk down there. It's a nice area. It's fucking hardcore old school Thai houses, like teak houses over the water, and they have these little landing things for the boats because people in Thailand used to travel only by boat, right? Pretty much to people's houses because there was like a little greeting place, and you'd dock your boat, and then you'd sit down there and drink tea and all that. So those houses still have that. They're pretty cool. I like that area a lot, actually. Some people don't like it because the river smells a little bit, but I don't care. Let's see if you have an erection. I think Japan is a good place to live. Yeah, I mean, I think Tokyo is the best city in the world. I mean, straight up, you know. Baja, Mexico. Fuck yeah, I spent a lot of time down there, man. My brother turned 18 in a Mexican jail, yeah. They got drunk and got in trouble. Let's see. Most people in social status, they'll do anything to preserve it. They preserve the car they drive, the clothes they wear. Yeah, social status, man, it's easy to put that as a very high priority, you know? But I guess the way to think about social status is, one, we're social beings. You know, we evolved to be in groups, and we evolved to be friends and help each other and hunt together and all that. So, I mean, there's a lot of importance in being social. In fact, you know, when a kid falls on the ground, gets cut or whatever, and the mother gives him a kiss and, you know, kisses his knee, you know, when they test the kid's blood, you know, the kid gets better. So, being social is really important. But I think social status is another thing. It's easy to, I mean, there's no way to get around it. We all are part of the system. We all have social status, right? And your social status changes depending on where you live. Um, I think the biggest risk is the biggest risk with social status is getting too into social status in one location. Because, like, say you live in one city, right? And all you think about is your friends nearby and all that. And then you do everything, to be whatever, to fit in or to do things that would impress those people. But then when you travel, they don't care. Other places, they have totally different mindset. So the best way to get out of like too much social status, where is to travel. That like takes care of it right there. Because people overseas, they just don't care, about the same things. Even if you, hey Gabe, oh man, let's see. So that helps to cure it right there. I like things that just fix things in life, simple. If you're getting too into social status, don't try to sit there and grind your teeth out. Think of ways to fix it, like just strategically. And traveling is one of the best ways, moving around, because I swear to God, people in farm towns, they do not care what you think in the New York City. You know what I mean? And people in Mexico, they do not care what Japanese think is good status. So it helps you to kind of separate from social status. I think moving to Tokyo was good for me because I realized that I couldn't make everybody happy. Like I couldn't, you know what I mean? Like you can't be high social status everywhere you go. You might be high social status in a bar because you might be wearing cool clothes, and then you might be low social status in a business, or you might be, you know what I mean? It just depends, So I think wearing life like a loose jacket is the best way on that one. Don't try to grind it out, Don't try to grind it out. Your favorite is holistic craziness, dude. I love that one so much. I watch that one because it makes me crack up. Like, seriously. Let's see here. Ta-da. Holistic craziness, man. I tell you, those. Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah. Hong Kong, Tijuana is the best. I can't read it. Club on Earth. Okay, I don't know that one. Let's see. Pursuing Destroyer. Yeah, just have different kinds of friends too. Like let's say I got friends that are like all kinds of levels of people, and that helps you, because the social status that impresses one group doesn't impress the other. Yeah, I heard from that a lot of people are buying, rich people are buying station wagons now because they don't want to look like the average middle class that are buying SUVs. There's just dumb things that groups do to set themselves apart. And the more groups you're involved in, one, the better your life's going to be, but also the less you can take any of it seriously. And in the end, social status is in your own mind. If you're super confident and you know who you are and you're like a good guy to have around and be around, you kind of have social status everywhere in a way. And if people, the few places they don't recognize it, you won't care. It's like, it's fine. You know. Let's see. Would you consider yourself a hippie? I don't consider myself a hippie because of all the implications that people say. But I definitely grew up in the 70s. And a lot of the attitudes of the hippies I picked up. And I don't even know if it was the hippies. It might have been just the fucking neighbors I had. You know what I mean? Might have just been some cool hippie neighbors I had. So maybe the hippie is the wrong word, right? Because I had some fucking very fucking cool hippie friends, and they were not stuck on, when I was in the 70s when I was a kid, they were not stuck on boring things, and they were really cool. They weren't violent. They were fucking very nice to me as a kid. They didn't take shit too seriously, There was a lot of laughs with those guys, and they all lived in one place. They didn't need their own place. Like they just shared rent, and they were into adventure. I'm going to post a video I made with Dee down in Australia, and it's called Adventure. And I hope you guys like that one. It's long, so it's a little bit long-winded, but I think you'll like it because we hit a lot of different angles. Let's see. Is Ronan man wealthy? I've been wealthy a few times. I'm not particularly wealthy right now, no. I go up and down. I'm working on a new business right now, which is fucking very exciting, actually. So we're talking to some guys in Texas, and it's very exciting actually. So for me, I'm an entrepreneur. So entrepreneur is never wealthy because even if you make a ton of money, you just dump it into the next company. So you don't like a real entrepreneur. You don't even want things. You just want to make stuff, you know? So if I make more money, then I'll just start another company that needs more money, basically. That's like the way I think. So I don't know if you consider that wealthy or not, but I've definitely made a ton of money over my life. RSD caved. RSD is complicated, man. RSD is complicated. I can definitely talk a lot about those guys, and I know those guys very well. Let's see. Are you still in contact with Chris Cantu? I haven't seen Chris. I haven't heard from Chris. I have no idea what he's doing. Last I heard, he was down in Phuket. Let's see here. The Forever Bachelor Timmy. What's up, man? Dude, thank you. Uh, let's see here. Gave into RSD gave into social pressure. I don't know if that's true. It might have been legal pressure, actually. I'm not sure. They might not have had a choice, actually. And in the end, all men's groups I fucking support. You know, and I support pickup. Okay, can you guys hear me? Okay. Sandman said, I got a question here. Sandman said that the only way to be self-actualized is to be MGTOW. I would say no. I like Sandman. But we all have our different opinions about life, right? And that's what makes YouTube so cool. I would say that when I find something really great, and it solves like a lot of problems for me, I tend to think that's the only way to do it because it's the way that worked for me, right? So I don't think there is any one way, to do anything. I think I can't say that. I mean, I don't mean like there's no truth in fucking postmodernism. I just mean that I found that life is really complicated. So I would say that don't burden yourself with anything. Don't burden yourself with like any ideas that you have to do this. I think in the end, though, you do find your path and you want to be on your path. So I think Sandman is definitely right for himself 100%. And I support that. But it might not be for everybody, right? He might not have seen all the options too. Uh, Kenyan Man 247's got some ideas about different ways to think about that. And he's based in Africa, although I think he's moving. But when I heard the way life was in Kenya, it made me think that there's other ways. I want to go to Kenya, actually. I'd like to go to Africa for sure. I'd love to do a summit in Africa, man. That would be fucking dope. You know, let's see here. I enjoy mountain biking, hiking, camping, fishing, reptiles. I wish I would start investing. Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. No, all good time. All in good time, man. Oh, you hung out with Tim? No way. Oh yeah, he's Australian. Yeah. No, he seems like a cool guy. I never met Tim. Let's see. Uh, oh, Chris had a baby. Okay, wow, I didn't know that. Okay, no, I didn't know. Wow. Okay, thanks. I'll ask. We got a mutual friend. Miggy knows Chris. I'll ask Miggy. Let's see here. What about the natural lifestyle? Natural lifestyle, you mean like natural pickup? I do it natural, yeah. But I really respect people who try and learn new things and try different methods, though, of anything. Saving money, fucking making friends, traveling. There's many ways. You got to try it all, man. See what works. Uh, yeah, the journey, man. The journey is fucking awesome, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Let's see here. I'm going through some messages. Profit should be reinvested. I don't know if I'm that strategic. I just can't stop making. I just have to keep going. It's just the way I am. Let's see here. Getting a few more messages here. Do you think my new business has a high chance of success? it's a very big thing. So anytime you're dealing with like a big opportunity, the opportunities aren't as high. The it's not as high of a probability, but um, it's exciting. It's technology, and it was actually one of the guys on the Ronin Man channel who has an invention and wants to basically take it to market, patent it, and sell it. And we're working together on that. We'll see what happens. It's very exciting, actually. It's well, I tell you what's it's exciting for him because it's an idea that he's had in his mind. And it's a very good idea, actually. Um, the devil's in the details, so we'll see if it works out. But what was really cool for me was that when he came to me, I realized that the ideas that I have, like the way I think, is actually spreading. Like I'm attracting people that think like me. Because he was like, fuck, I have this idea and I want to sell it. And it was a really good idea, you know? And I was like, and he knows engineering and it was just fucking amazing. And like, I felt the same way when I was at the summit. Like, so many guys are like, I'm unblackmailable now, man. And they were telling me these things. And I was like, yes. I was like, fuck yeah, you know? I was like, that's it, man. And it's like, I just feel like kind of a magnet, like looking through all the world for the strange type of metal that is like me. You know what I mean? It's the same. It's like a magnet just pulls it in. You know, that's what I feel like this channel is. Uh, I think Miggy's in Bangkok now. I'm not sure. I don't think so right now. Actually, he was when I was in Australia, I think. Do you follow or inspired by any MGTOW channel? I don't generally watch MGTOW channels. I usually watch either science, psychology, all kinds of stuff, and then I come up with my own ideas. But the main reason is because I don't want to like, I don't want any other ideas to come in from other. I want other people to have their own ideas, and I don't want to. You know what I mean? My ideas come from myself, you know, and I come out like out of the blue. I have to keep creating them. That's the way I like to do it. Let's see, quit smoking, drinking, and hit the gym. Oh, good for you, man. You quit smoking, drinking. Cool. Fuck yeah. Dude. Having a wife does not mean she cares about you, man. In her visiting does not mean she cares. That is so true. And many guys, I'll tell you something. I talked about giri choco and homemade choco, home mono is like the difference between fake fucking Valentine's presents from girls and real ones in Japan. And I tell you, man, there's a lot of wives giving their husbands fake, just everything fake. A kiss at the door doesn't mean shit. No love, no emotion. That is not the way I want to live, man. I'd rather have like one good friend, you know. Let's see. I don't have a. Someone asked, like, I can't read the name, but opinion on alcohol. I don't really have an opinion. Like I don't have an opinion for other people. But for myself, you know, I definitely. I found myself when I was 21. You know, I found myself drinking too much, and I ended up, you know, going to AA, and it was a good thing for me. You know, it was kind of the beginning of my self-help journey too, because I made some big changes in my life back at 21, and it shaped my life. Right? I don't know if I would have traveled like this if I wouldn't have got sober young. You know, because it was like pulling a trailer. You know, waking up in the morning with a hangover and stuff. It's like it's not worth it, man. Not for me. I mean, I honestly have no opinion about alcohol. One of the guys just gave me a bottle of whiskey because he didn't know I drank. Don't drink. So I got a bottle of whiskey to give away. I'm gonna give it away to Jason, this guy who brought me down here yesterday. But yeah, I think it's all good. You know, you gotta just. Here's the thing about drinking. You got to be honest with yourself, just like everything. Be honest with yourself. Don't be afraid, man. Don't be afraid. There's only good things can happen when you're honest with yourself, and that's fucking awesome. Let's see here. Greetings to all. Hey, thanks for all the questions. These are great, man. Let's see here. Thank you very much, Primal Ties. Let's see here. Any more? Let's see. Oh, on the coronavirus, I don't have any real opinions. I know a lot of people are real scared right now. I personally am not really scared. I look at the people in China that have it that I've heard. Most of them are pretty old, and if you keep yourself healthy and you sleep at night and physically healthy, you're much less likely to get any disease. So I've been able to be healthy most of my life. I mean, pretty much my whole life. So the little accidents here and there, like right now. I mean, this might be a big one. I don't know. I'm going to see the doctor in about an hour, and then he'll tell me what's going on, if it's serious or not. But it's definitely painful as fuck. I mean, I can't move, you guys. I can't fucking move. It's like insane pain. Like, so that's why I'm in the hospital. Yeah. The hospital bed. I took an ambulance. I had to take an ambulance and a gurney to get here, and I did an MRI and everything. And the bed, I don't know what it is. I'll find out what the bill is at the end. Let's see. Let's see here. Pros and cons, preserving energy. No fap. I think I've said this a few times, but your body is important, right? Drink a lot of water. Keep the fluids moving. And I think it's the same with jerking off. Personally, I think it's very important to keep your testosterone high. And if you're not having sex, to keep the pipes moving. Don't let them get rusty. If you don't, I know for older guys, if they don't get a hard on for a long time, it hurts your body. Very important to stay healthy. And your body is a living organism. And living organisms, they need to keep moving. They need water in, water out, like food in, food out, waste out, breathe in, breathe out. We need this, and keeping your reproductive system moving is an important thing. I'm going to do a full NoFap episode because I think the heart of it is, I understand I think I got the heart of it actually. What I'm going to say you've never heard, trust me. That's why I waited to say something. I didn't have anything to say yet. The first feminist country in Asia, Korea. Yeah, possibly, yeah. Yeah, the prostate, you got to keep the prostate healthy, right? Yeah, party lifestyle. It's easy. Think about party lifestyle too. It's easy to like have shitty friends too when you party a lot. You got to be careful with that one. Some people, they just want to drink with somebody. They don't care who it is. Pros and cons, preserving energy. Sometimes when I wake up at night once in a while, and I'll go downstairs. I live on a pretty happening street, like a party street. And when I go downstairs, I go to sleep early, right? But if I wake up at night, if I'm jet lagged or whatever, I go downstairs. There's often like at 3 a.m. There's often a fight downstairs, and I don't know. It's just not that attractive when you're sober, to be honest. I'm not against it. It's just like, I saw this real bad fight downstairs. They were kicking this girl, and I don't know what had happened, but it was ugly. It was real ugly. So that never happens in the daytime, right? Let's see. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, the NoFap video is going to be honest, man. It's going to be some new ideas. Trust me on that. I better write them down before I forget them, though. I think for me, what I'm attracted to is very simple, really. I'm into fucking real things, I'm into like, so if a girl's sweet, if she likes me for the moment, not forever, but if she likes me for the moment, and she's nice to me, and I can see it in her eyes, and she's got that, when someone smiles and they really do care, like their eyes kind of crinkle up, and when it's fake, their eyes don't. That's that kind of stuff. That's what I like. That's my type of girl. It's a girl with feelings, man. A girl who digs on me. A girl who's real, And anything else, I've learned that it doesn't matter. Like, she could be like high heels, shaved pussy type girl, red hot type fire engine girl. She could be hometown girl, country girl. I have not found those things. When I was younger, I thought I had a certain type, but now I realize that I can like all types, Any type of woman, if she's kind and she likes me and she's digging on me, and there's something there, That's more my type, and like skinny, right? She's got to be healthy, you know. Let's see. I discovered your videos on accident. I loved your videos. I'm a huge fan. Oh wow. Okay. Let's see. Keep in mind and new ideas. God bless you. Thank you. Yeah. Suburban environment. You still live in San Francisco. Okay. You lived in Japan. Oh yeah, I know about that. Okay, so this is Kenji, like, used to live in Tokyo, right? And then now lives in a quiet place in Texas. That's a tough one, man. That was what I tell you something. When I was in Christmas, I went to what's a Bendigo. It's like a gold mining town in Australia. One of my friends from Japan's got a few kids and a Japanese wife, and I went there and hung out with his family for Christmas. I had a nice Christmas dinner and stuff, and it was awesome. But he was the same way. Like, he was super sad because he used to live in Tokyo where there's a lot of excitement, and then now he's back in a small gold mining town or ex-gold mining town, and it's tough, right? It's tough. You get used to it, right? Big Asian cities are fucking awesome, You don't have to have the best job or be rich or whatever. You just got to be in the action, right? I tell you, my friend Richard died of Hep C, fucking greatest guy. Richard said his favorite line was, "Take me to the action, baby." That's what he used to tell the taxi drivers. Take me to the fucking action. And the taxi drivers, they always knew what he meant. Because they'd say, "Where do you want to go?" He's like, "Take me to the action." And that he always got to where he should be, So that's interesting. So I would say, like, action is important for me too. Very important. Okay, Peter, I've been socializing a lot more and averaging 10 approaches a day. Mental state is still in the dumps. No problem. The fact that you're doing that and you're saying that means your mental state's not as bad as you think. Hey, Sonny, you know, like, we can't see ourselves from the outside, Peter. If it's like, I said to my brother something this morning. I said, I feel like shit. I'm in insane pain. And he goes, "You sound better." And I was like, fuck. He could see me because I talked to him last night, right? So sometimes we can't see ourselves, Peter, but sounds like you're on target, man. Sounds like you're doing well, man. You fucking overcoming some shit. I know about that. So you just keep doing what you're doing. Have a few laughs today. Fucking don't, you know what I mean? Just keep doing it. Fucking add in some new shit. Go do something fun. If it's jump in the pool or whatever the fuck, you want to do. Go to some new area of town. I travel Europe, share custody with my 2 elementary boys. Parentism, yeah, sure. Raise some boys, that's fucking awesome. Do women stop caring about men in around 5 years or something, or do they just lose interest in him? 5 years. That question is, I mean, I don't think there's any answer, but you probably want to go watch my video when she stops being fun. Because it's not about when. It's about when. It's not about a time, a specific time. It's just that you have to be honest with yourself. It could be 5 minutes she could lose interest in you. Or it could be 10 years. Or whatever. You have to, like, be honest. Most guys are looking for a specific number because they don't want to be honest with themselves. Is that their wife doesn't care about them, That's a painful thing to admit. But it's not that painful around here, around Ronan channel. It's fine. Because in the end, if someone cares about you or doesn't care about you, it doesn't affect, it doesn't really, you're still you. You know what I mean? Like, I don't mean that in, like, be tough sense. I mean, like, really. Some people will like you in life and some people won't, and some people will lose interest. And you kind of got to let them go, You got to be like water, like Bruce Lee. Be like water, It's like, okay, she doesn't care anymore. Okay. You know what I mean? It's like, everything dies, everything lives and dies, right? So you just kind of, like, get used to it. Get used to, like, accepting what's going on. Don't look for rigid rules and, like, changing people. Just be like, have your eyes open all the time so you can see. And if she starts to lose interest, doesn't care about you, you can't change that, unfortunately. Even though it is sad always. It's always sad. It's always tough. It's always inconvenient. But just you're here in the group, man. The guys here, guys got balls. Guys can do it. I say that seriously. Like most guys, like they can't really do this kind of stuff. It's too big. They have to like stay in fake situations and lie to themselves and smoke pot it and then forget about it and ignore the truth of their lives. Fuck that, man. Fuck that. The person who cares least has the upper hand. I mean, there's truth to that. But, and I used to say stuff like that all the time, but I don't anymore. And it's not that it's not true. It's that it's okay to care. It's okay to be yourself. And sometimes you're going to lose in life. Like you're going to care and other people won't care. And, in the end, I don't know if that's really losing, because if you train yourself to not have any feelings for anybody or anything, you're paying a very high price for that. Now don't get me wrong. When I was in my 20s, that was my philosophy basically, but not anymore. It changed. So watch out for that. Be ready for change if it does come. Even though what you're saying is fucking totally true, and more true than most things. My standards have gone up. Damaged women. Okay. That's usually because of some trend. That's the kind of stuff I work on with guys. When you keep picking the same woman or damaged women. Cougar killer, Ronan man. Gifting wisdom here, guys. Thank you. Yeah, Primal Ties, thank you. You've been on the whole time. Just tuned in? Well, welcome, sir. Welcome, her. Let's see. Left me last year. My ex-wife left me last year out of the blue. She was daily telling me how much she loves me. Let's see. Her life with me and wants to grow old together. Yeah, I mean, people change, people change. If she didn't love you, she left you, right? So, in the end, you didn't lose much, really, I mean, if someone doesn't love you, they don't love you. There's no getting around it. You don't want to be around them. So whether they lie or don't lie, that's not the big thing. The big thing is don't lie to yourself. If you're in a loveless, miserable situation, or you hate your job, or you know what I mean, just be honest with yourself. That honesty will be the log jam that will break open in the river and make the river flow free. It's not smooth, but it's fucking true. It's very true. Let's see. The moment I start caring about women, they stop caring about me, lose interest in me. Cougar killer, I would say be careful with learning things too quickly. In other words, if you have, like, say, that happens a couple times, there might be other factors that you're not noticing. And you want to know all the factors before you make a very serious decision like that. Because, you know what I'm saying? And also, there's another factor too, is that you can't really control how you feel. Sometimes you're just going to fucking fall. I'm telling you, even MGTOW guy, every type of guy can fall. Like, it can happen, right? And all guys are welcome here. Guys that make mistakes, guys that fall, guys that are trying, guys that come back, because the reality is that's the way life is. It's not a straight line. It's a tough battle, man. I'm here for you guys. Like, it's a tough battle. I've battled it myself, and I understand. So nothing gets you kicked out. You know what I mean? It's like, fuck. And also, your DNA is working against you on that one. So the healthier you are, the more likely you're going to have normal feelings for other people. And that includes love and hatred and all that, right? So, it's all right. It's even okay to look like a fool. It's okay to be a fucking fool, to look like a fool, It's okay. You know, we all look like that sometimes. Sometimes we look like it and we're not a fool. You know what I mean? Let's see here. What's next here? Any thoughts on Roosh becoming Christian and POA changing spots? POA's, uh, yeah, that's kind of too big question, and I don't know Roosh so well. So if he, became a Christian, then that's his path, right? That's what he's chosen. That's what he believes. So all good for him. Let's see here. Let's see. I was optimistic about getting back out here, but then it surprised a whole lot of people I considered friends were giving me the cold shoulder. Okay, this is a good one. Okay, so basically, I think it's Rand. I can't really read the name, but he says he thought he had a bunch of friends, but they gave him the cold shoulder. Okay, this type of thing is very important. A lot of guys get real resentful about kind of stuff like this. Here's the way I think about it now. Is one, when someone gives you the cold shoulder, you got to be, you got to be, okay. I would say it's serious time. When you're talking about dumping friends, you got to be real honest with yourself, not regular honest. You got to be fucking crazy honest, because the value of a friend is very, very high. And sometimes you make mistakes and people make mistakes. So I'm not saying don't dump friends. I'm saying like, you got to really take it seriously. Don't do it too easy. Okay, that's one thing. The next thing is people give you the cold shoulder. Okay, let's say that you have analyzed it from every angle. And in fact, you find that they are not good friends to you. Okay? The way I would recommend thinking about that is just as simple as what I just said. They are not good friends of yours. And I don't mean that like think of how many people there are in the world. There's what, 6 billion or something? It's like a lot of people. And they're not all my friends, right? So someone not being my friend is not like damning them to hell or anything, right? It's just that they're not my friend, right? So if you find out someone's not your friend, some people aren't able to be friends. They don't understand how to be friends. It's impossible for them. But I would say give them a little time. Sometimes, I got friends. I have some friends that are like SJWs and stuff. Like they don't know about Ronan and stuff. There's different kinds of friends, different kind of times in your life. People offer different things. I tend to gravitate towards people who are like me and that, but I found value in other kinds of friends too. And I have some very intellectual friends. And just different kinds of friends. So maybe the type of friendship you have has to be switched. So if you always did XYZ together, maybe that's too much. And, maybe instead of meeting them like every Tuesday, maybe meeting them once every 2 months is good. Just think about if there's any way you can alter the chemistry to keep the good part and then get rid of the bad part, instead of just saying friend or not friend, yes or no. There might be some flexible options you can do. Let's see. Passion in life. Yeah. Passion about art wouldn't be enough. Oh, charities, dude. I talk about NGOs. Go watch my NGO episode, man. I fucking tear them a new asshole. Yeah. Like the most NGOs are here in Asia, like a lot of them. And I know the people running them, and a lot of them, I talked a little bit about it in the NGO episode. I can do another one. I would like to do something for men in the future, but in general, I'm not into them. Charities, yeah, no. And it's not that I'm very pro the things that they're pro, right? Like feeding dogs and shit. I feed dogs all the time. I help animals all the time on my own, you know. I give kids money. You know what I mean? I do stuff on my own, right? You don't have to give to it. Don't give to a charity. Just give directly. Let's see. I have looked inwardly, and honestly, if I wasn't myself, I would want to be friends with myself. Okay. My job is really stressful. I'm not enjoying it. Any advice? Help me to need to suck it up while I try to adapt or cut and run. My basic thing with any of that stuff is cut your spending down to nothing and just start saving money like crazy and start researching like crazy new options instead of running out. Start researching like mad and save every fucking dollar. Cans of fucking tuna. Let's see here. Sonny, you're great. Awesome. Get well soon. Great coach. Thank you, man. Be strong. Fuck. When this pain comes on, I can't be strong. When I turn, the pain's so intense, I almost vomit. So we'll see what happens with this. I don't know what's wrong with me yet. We'll find out. The doctor's coming. I did an MRI yesterday, so we'll find out. It was like a full body, basically, MRI. You know, the long fucking coffin ones. Let's see here. Yeah, I mentioned Predator Female because I fucking read that book in 91, like 10 times. I fucking copied that book on the Xerox machine. I bought copies. I got a signed copy from the author. I mean, I was very serious about that book. Predator Female, Manipulated Man, Nice Guys Can't Get Laid. Those were the books I read back then. Any more questions here? All right, let's see. We're getting down here. Yeah, just save money, man. If you're not sure what you want to do business-wise, save fucking money. That is gold. Let's see here. Any thoughts on Roosh becoming Christian? Oh, no, sorry. Hey, how's it going? Good morning. Good morning. Hey. Okay.
You want clean body?
What's that?
Clean body? May I hear you for clean body in the morning?
I can't move. Too much pain.
Pain many, no?
Cannot move.
Oh, may
Yeah.
I hear you for change the bed sheet?
No. I move.
You morning you clean face?
No.
Only clean face, my and foot back.
I just sit here.
Huh?
I don't move.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't move. The nurses are great here. They're very nice. Let's see here. If I put your videos at work, it makes me feel like I'm on vacation. That's great, man. Yeah, cash is king, man. Save money. Save money, man. Don't tell anybody where it is. All right, man. It looks like she wants to give you a bath, but I don't want a bath. I can't move. The fucking pain is too intense. Like I literally almost vomit and pass out.
When you ready, up to you.
Okay, okay, 1 second. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and thank you very much for being there. I really appreciate it.
Okay.
Signing off. Okay.